got back from Walmart. This is the second half of my groceries for the month of October. I already did my Aldi haul. I'll link the video down below. If you want to see the majority of my groceries I get from Aldi, Walmart I use as a little bit of a fill-in. So let's go ahead and hop in. Obviously you can see lots of canned goods here. We're going to talk about that. Just start here. I did get another case of bottled water. I got 3 cases of these a couple months ago. Probably, I think it was April or May. I got a couple cases of these. I want to make sure we're always keeping 3 cases on the shelf just because of the really bad power outage that we had, and right now everything going on in the south, it's a good reminder to make sure that you have what you need. Obviously in a really bad natural disaster like they're dealing with in the south, having bottles of water might not be even something to consider if your whole home is just destroyed, which is terrible. And just let me take 1 second to say that if you are in the south, I don't even know where my thoughts are with everything going on down there. It's terrible. I mean, it's really just speechless. So it's hard because here on my channel and a lot of channels like mine, we talk about preparing for situations like this and not comparing in the slightest the snowstorm to what's happening in the south. But we did live through a snowstorm that left us without power for over a week. So just to get the tiniest taste, but I mean, snow melts. It like I said, just speechless. I don't even know if I can really comprehend what's happening, but it is always good. It is a reminder to be prepared. And then it's also a catch-22 because even if you are prepared and your home is just completely destroyed, that preparation, how much did it really matter? So granted, I live in Wisconsin. I do not have to worry about hurricanes here. So I'm preparing for different disasters, maybe tornadoes, bad thunderstorms, mostly snowstorms. And I don't really have to worry about my home being destroyed in any of those. Well, maybe tornadoes, but you know, it's not the same. It's apples and oranges. So my version of prepared versus prepared down south is gonna be a lot different based on what you're preparing for. I just want to throw that out there because I'm sure I'll get comments on it, and I just wanted to say that. So I'm storing a little bit of water, making sure that I have at least 3 cases on the shelf for my family of 6. Have a couple days worth of water at least. We do have backup generators, so we will be able to have running water even if something were to come up like that. But just to have a couple bottles of water to reduce washing dishes, or if neighbors need some, or we need to be drinking it while we're getting generators up and running, I'd rather have it. So I took a little bit of an inventory, realized I needed another case of water. We've been drinking it throughout the summer or kids' field trips, things like that. So I needed a case and I got it. The other thing I noticed is I do try to keep a backup of all personal care items as well. And I was out of soap for all of my kids. So these are what my little 2 kids use. And then my big girls use this 2-in-1 Pantene. That's what they like. Joe and I were still fully stocked on our stuff. We don't need any of that. So this is what I needed for that. Heading on to cereals. My kids love cereal. They're just hounds. They love it. My husband too. So 2 bags for us for the month is plenty. This is usually what we go through. These are their 2 favorites. This is what I got. I still have a bunch of Rice Krispies that we used to make Rice Krispie treats, so I didn't need any of those. The other thing that we would get is like Honey Nut Cheerios, and my husband still has his Raisin Bran, so this is what we needed. I only got 4 loaves of bread. We do honey wheat. I am back into making bread. I make 2 loaves at a time, so this is just backup loaves of bread for if and when I need it. There's that. I needed a thing of baking powder. Like I said, I really wanted to go through all of my storage places and make sure that I had everything that I needed, all of my basics. I am going to go to Sam's Club here the next, I think next month probably, and do a big bulk stock up for like my flours and sugars and things like that. But needed baking powder, and I don't get my baking powder from Sam's Club because I don't go through it fast enough to get a big Sam's Club version, so I just get this little one. I did get 6 of these, so I think I have some rolling around in the car, but at this time of year, I always get a couple bean and bacon soups for my husband. I got 6 of these. Like I said, I only have 2 here. The other ones must be in the car. I basically get a winter's worth of bean and bacon soup. My husband's the only one that likes these, so I don't need that many jars, or cans rather. But nonetheless, these are his favorite soup. I'll heat these up and throw them in a thermos for him for work. If he's working outside, have something warm, or just a really easy dinner, a weekend lunch, something like that. Bean and bacon soup for him. Me and the kids usually do tomato soups, and then we'll do grilled cheese sandwiches or something. Really great. The kids asked for string cheese. We are switching up snacks this month, so instead of Go-Gurts, I did string cheese. So there's that. The kids also asked if we could do a couple bars, and because I know I'm going to Sam's Club next month, I would rather get them there anyway. I think they have better options and they're cheaper. But I did need to get some because the kids asked for them. So I got 2 boxes of the chocolate chip chewy granola bars. I got 2 boxes. One is for us. One is going to go to school for lunches. If you watch my Aldi haul, I got these little bags of like Halloween shaped pretzels. I was gonna send those for snack collection. However, my kids, they did ask if they could break into those. They were really excited about them, so I just said go for it. My kids can have those. We'll throw them in lunch boxes, things like that, and they're loving them, which is great. And I just picked up a thing of granola bars to send for snack collection instead. Not that big of a deal. I did get 3 really big things of heavy cream. These are 64 ounces, so a liter. I'm switching from these from the little ones that I normally get. I say little, but I don't remember how much is in there. I think it's half this, 30 some ounces. I got 2 of these last month. Was not enough. I went a whole week without heavy cream. This is what I use in my coffee. I also will make iced coffee caramel creamer out of this, and milk and some homemade caramel that I make. It's delicious. Maybe a little brown sugar. It's so good. So I needed more of this than what I got last month. So I'm getting 3. We'll see how that holds over. We use a lot more of this in the winter because we use this in soups and gravies and pasta. We use a ton of this. When you're cooking from scratch, heavy cream is awesome to have. So I know it looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but it's really good too. Just a gallon of milk. I do make a lot of my own pastas. However, I wanted to have some convenience things on the shelf. I know I'm entering a season where I'm going to be happy that I have some convenience items for myself. So I always get this spaghetti. It's 4 pounds. They're individually packaged. It's great. Great for a storage item. These I got because I only needed 1, but these are still on rollback. They've been kind of on and off rollback for the last couple of months, and every time I see they're on rollback, I buy a couple bags. So I think I ended up saving like $2.30 between all these bags, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's on sale, you might as well buy a couple extra bags. So I got 2 things of cheese and spinach and 2 things of just 3 cheese. We are in soup season, and one of our favorite soups is a chicken and cheese tortellini soup. Really great. These are also great for a weekend lunch or a last minute thing where I need something pulled together and I can pull out a bag of tortellini. Really great. So 4 bags. 1 is on my meal plan. The other ones are just for storage. 2 things of whole corn. This are 4 pounds here. All of the corn that I preserved this year, I preserved on the cob, and I just wanted some kernels just because that's nice to have a little bit of variety. So there's that. 2 things of Parmesan. I stopped getting the green Kraft shaky cheese stuff, and now I get this stuff. And I'm really happy that we do this. So 2 things of those. That's what I typically need a month. Now I stopped getting the Go-Gurts, or I didn't get the Go-Gurts this month. We used to do this light vanilla Greek yogurt, or light vanilla yogurt, excuse me. We used to get 4 of these a month, and then I switched to the Go-Gurt tubes, and now we're going back. I did not get 4 things of these because I wanted to make sure that the kids were going to eat this. This is a great snack. We love this with granola. We love these with berries for parfaits and things. And we use these in smoothies. So I needed some around, so there's that. 4 things of shelled pasta. I had a meal, chili mac is what we're going to do with these small shells. And then I think I'm going to do a baked mac and cheese. I could make my own pasta, but once again, I wanted to have some on the storage shelf for when and if I need it. Now, we're heading into canned goods. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know I love Aldi's tomato and basil soup. It's one of my favorite things. I rave about it all the time. It's $2.19 a can for the same sized can as these Progresso ones, and they're fantastic. Well, my Aldi almost never has them, and the last couple of months, they have not had them, so I haven't got it. Last month, I tried 2 cans of this Progresso tomato and basil soup, very similar to the Aldi one. This is even cheaper. It's I think it's $2.08 a can or something like that. But nonetheless, I do not think it's as good as the Aldi one, but it's pretty dang close. So I got 12 cans of this soup. You would think that it's 1 can a month. This should last me a year. Well, this is one of our favorites. Even my husband likes these tomato soups. At least he likes the Aldi ones. I don't remember if he had this with us last month, but they're very good. They're very good. So this should be a winter's worth. At least that's what I'm thinking. For easy lunches, easy weekend lunches, whatever. I don't know, but I wanted to have them on the shelf. It's something I knew I wanted to have heading into the winter season. If we do get snowed in for a couple of days and I can't go grocery shopping for a couple extra days because we do live in the country, my road is almost never plowed. Our neighbors actually usually have to end up plowing our road with their farm tractor. There are only 2 houses on my street, us and my neighbors, and no one drives this street. It's not like you have to drive this country road to be able to get to town or anything. Like, the only people who drive this road are basically us, our 2 families. So it is not high on the priority list to be plowed. It's never salted. Nothing like that ever. It's basically never taken care of, is my point. So by the time we get a snowstorm, usually we're not getting plowed out like ever. We can go 2 or 3 snowstorms before we're plowed out once. So I want to have some extra things like this on the shelf. That way when winter comes and I need to go a couple extra days without grocery shopping, I can grab some cans of tomato soup, I can make some fresh bread, and we can have bread and soup, something like that. So that's the thinking on those, and plus they're just so dang good. We are not huge bean eaters, but the kids' birthday party is coming up. They want me to make this cheesy dip, like cheesy crock pot dip that they really like, and it calls for beans. So I got 2 cans of light kidney beans, 2 cans of chili beans, and 2 cans of mixed chili beans. I'm just trying some different things. Wanted to have a couple things on the shelf. I needed some more things for the chili mac, and my husband likes beans in his chili. I'm not a huge bean person, so I don't always put beans in. So I just want to accommodate his likes as well. So I got a couple jars of beans. This is definitely a winter's worth for us. We don't use a lot of beans, so there's that. The kids asked for Nutella, so I did get some Nutella spread. I needed some more beef base. I don't use this as often as chicken, so I don't always think to stock it, but I noticed I was out. I needed that. We are heading into soup season. I cannot not have that. I've also been using this to make all of my own gravy mixes instead of the McCormick dry powders. So I've been going through more of this recently, so there's that. I needed more sandwich bags and freezer Ziploc bags. I have a couple more preservation projects I'm finishing up. I'm not going to Sam's Club, so this is just to get me through until I do go. I did my Aldi haul yesterday. My kids ate the entire bag of green grapes last night, which is totally fine. If they're on a grape kick, I will happily restock those. So I got a bag from Walmart, a bag of bananas for the kids, and these ones all look super yellow, which is great. Couple fun things over here, a bag of kettle corn. That is our go-to winter snack. We love it. And then to go with the kettle corn, I've never purchased these ever. When my nieces and nephews come over, they always ask me if I have the popcorn shakies. I figured it's about time I get some. Then I did get a box of these chocolate dipped granola bars for the kids. Basically the same granola bars I got, but these ones are dipped. 20 of those. I make the kids' own pudding snack packs for their lunches. I was getting them from Aldi, but I don't like the way the Aldi pudding mixes mix up. They always stay kind of chunky. I can never really get them smooth, even if I beat them in my KitchenAid. So I switched to Walmart ones. I got 4 chocolate, 4 Oreo, which the kids are gonna be really excited about these, and 4 cheesecake for the kids. And I figured maybe put a little granola in here or something. I don't know, I thought it would be fun, but I do make the kids snack packs because it's way cheaper to do it this way. And I do these about once a week. I'll make like 2 boxes and then keep them in the fridge, throw them in lunch boxes. They use them as after school snacks. They love these. And then one week I'll do pudding, and then the next week I'll do Jell-O just to mix it up for them. So this should be about a month's worth, maybe a little over a month's worth, but one of their favorite things. Things that are not on the table, I do have a big bag of cat food that is in this total, and a box of pull-ups for a child who needs it. And this Walmart haul came to $327, which is definitely a wee bit over my budget. My Aldi haul came to $263, and with my $550 budget, you can tell I definitely went over a little bit, but I did get some stock up items, things that needed to go on the pantry shelf. They're gonna help us get through the winter in case of emergency, things like that. So overall, it's a little bit of a give and a flow, and I wanted to get some extra stuff on the shelf. That way, heading into the holidays over the next 2 months, hopefully my grocery budget will be a hair bit lower and I can splurge on some more fun items for us and for the kids and for holiday baking and things like that. You do want to see my Aldi haul, like I said, I will link that down below if you want to see the entirety of the groceries for the month of October and the meals we're making with them and all sorts of things like that. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me and talk about groceries wherever you are. I hope that you are safe and you're gonna have the best day that you possibly can. I'll catch you guys in another one. Bye.